Hello everyone, this video is to explain and detail exactly how I work and how my bookings are going to work moving forward, because I know it's a little confusing. I've made a lot of changes over the years, but those of you clients that have worked with me or have received readings from me, you understand that a lot of my readings have been one-on-one, and it's been very generous in pricing based on the skill and the work that I put into my craft. Now, most of my readings moving forward, they're just going to be video readings that are sent to you, not just. This allows me to sort of really tune into your energy without being directed by you, by allowing the divine to really speak the messages that need to be spoken and communicate the divine perspective that is needed for you to empower yourself or for you to receive clarity. Now, I'll get into how to book and how that works, but I just want to say you have the option to ask 2 questions, or you can just keep it general, right? But the 2 questions apply for every time frame reading. So whether you order the 15-minute reading or the 45-minute reading or the 60-minute reading, it's all the same. You get 2 questions that you get to ask. Now, you are also expected to provide a clear photo of you, non-filtered, as well as your astrological sign, your sun sign, whatever you're willing to provide in reference. If you know your full chart, that's even more helpful. But if you just know your sun sign, or even if you don't know it, it's totally fine. The picture is preferred. Okay? And here's the thing. If you are looking to book a reading, these are things you need to know before you even consider booking a reading. Once you book that reading, you're locked in. And the reason that I do this is because I'm only booking my readings a week in advance, and there are only a limited amount of slots throughout the week. So if you book your reading, and other people have contacted me asking for a reading, and then I told them, hey, it's all filled up, and then you decide you want a refund, that messes with the entire flow and the process of what is happening. So make sure that you're completely sure that you want to receive the reading by the time you book, because unfortunately there are no refunds. So take that into consideration. Most of you are going to be guided to me and resonate with me because you know already what it is that you desire when it comes to guidance. And if you're feeling very strongly about receiving a reading, take that leap of faith. If you're feeling wonky about it or you're not sure, just give it some time. All right. Now with the 20-minute video reading, excuse me, let me keep going with the disclaimers. All right. So don't send payment until I confirm the slot. Okay. There also, I told you guys that there may be a reason. Oh, I didn't say it. Excuse me. There may be a reason that I'm not meant to read you. If I said this already, I apologize. But there may be a reason that I'm not meant to read you. And if that's the case, I'll let you know if I can why. Or I'll just let you know, hey, it's not the time, or hey, I'm not guided to read you. Okay, and then you can sort of move on, and maybe I can kind of point you in the direction of somebody else who can help you. But the next thing is I don't read medical matters, legal matters, and I will not provide any in-depth information on any minors. I know this is rough, and sometimes that information might naturally come through in readings, but ideally Spirit is not really huge on meddling in the matters of young people, especially before they get to go through their own karma and get to sort of like grow in their own right. You don't necessarily want to mess with the karmic process too much when it comes to young people. Now, that doesn't mean that information never comes through. It does. Information about young people comes through quite often. But when it comes to a specific reading about a child of yours, or custody and all this other stuff, it can get a little murky and it can get a little weird. So I would recommend that you come to this reading more about you. Because even if you do come to me with that energy, I'll let you know, hey, this reading is going to be more about you and what this means for you and why this is happening for you, right? The attention is always going to be brought back to you. Now, I'm going to go into how the bookings work and the slots. So on every Saturday morning Eastern time, anywhere from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., the slots are going to be open, and you're going to go onto my website, or you're going to just email me and say, hey, I'm interested in getting a slot this week. Okay, and I'm going to send you the list of open slots. It'll most likely be this photo that you're going to see on the screen. And some of the slots or the little cards are going to be crossed out, which means every one that is open is one that's game for you. And if you pick a certain day, you're getting your reading by the early evening of that day. So say if you book on Monday, or you get a slot on Monday, you're getting that Monday reading. Or excuse me, you're getting that reading link sent to you on Monday. And I'm recording it on Monday. So it's really an organizational process for me so that I can be more aware of my time and structure things better and make time for other things. Because when I'm so open for one-on-one sessions, A, it's a lot more draining. And B, sometimes I'll have somebody want a reading at 11 a.m. and then I'll have 2 other people, at 6, and then one at in the middle of the day at 2. You know what I mean? It's all spread out. And I would like to sort of be able to manage my time better in that respect. So just so you understand why I'm taking this approach. Okay, so you'll hit me up and you'll say, hey, what are the open slots? Then you'll say, hey, you know what? I want the 45-minute reading on Monday. And I'll say, okay, cool. It's yours. Send payment so that it can be locked in. And then you'll either send payment via Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, or I'll send a link so you can pay via credit card or debit card. All right. So that's how that works. If you want the Saturday session, which is a one-on-one 30-minute session, that's more designed for ascension support, those of you guys that are really further along on your journey and you are needing some support and direction and guidance in that regard, that's who I'm really giving that to. Okay. And yeah, I guess that might be it. I do want to say that regardless of the time slot that you pick, the timer doesn't begin until the first card hits the table. So each reading includes some meditation time where I tune into your energy and I see what the divine channels through me in reference to you, and I'll take some notes and I'll communicate all of that to you, my first impressions, yada yada, and then I will get into the reading. So say if you order a 20-minute reading, it's most likely going to be closer to 25 or 30. You know, if you order the 45-minute reading, it might be 50 to 55 minutes. You know what I mean? You guys get the gist. And when it comes to the one-on-one session, that'll be on Zoom or another platform. If you don't have Zoom, I'll work it out so that basically you get to have that reading recorded and be able to watch it. Any reading when it comes to individual situations, like the video readings or the one-on-one sessions on Saturday, they're all going to be recorded so that you can watch at your convenience at any other time. Okay. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is my mentoring service. So if you're interested in the readings, you don't necessarily need to watch this part, but a huge passion of mine is soul retrieval work. Now, I don't approach shamanism from the aspect of I do it for you, or I will go out and do it for you. You can actually, hire light workers or shamans that will do that soul retrieval work for you. Now, I don't necessarily find this empowering, but there is a package that I have, which is 5 one-hour sessions for $555. So the reason that this kind of work is important is the trauma and the things that we go through in life. They tend to, cause aspects of our auric field, soul parts of ours, to break off and go hide away because it doesn't feel safe with you anymore, or because it doesn't feel safe with you. It feels like you need to go through your own growth, and it is expecting you to come back and retrieve it. Now, this is guided meditations one-on-one with you, where I help you, first of all, supercharge your ability to perceive and see through the meditation, and for you to essentially retrieve that soul part and bring it back one by one. Now, if you have more than 5 soul parts, you will be so used to the process by the 5th session that you can continue that soul retrieval on your own, or you can continue to work with me for 5 more sessions. Now, I tend to find that people that are further along in their process tend to have less soul parts. They've retrieved them without necessarily knowing, or they've done a lot of work in the dream space. And if that's you, you might have 3 or 4 sessions or whatever, and I'll let you know how many soul parts you have missing before we move forward into the payment or into the session. I'll kind of do an evaluation on you first, and then we'll go from there. But ideally, most clients have anywhere from 7 to 12 soul fragments missing. Now, when all of these fragments are returned, your auric field is repaired. And what that means is that then you're in a very empowered place to then do some entity extraction. It's not like a scary movie, but there is a truth to when we do have soul fragments missing and parts of our auric field cracked, which is basically the same thing, then entities, energies, spheres, psychic spheres, demon seeds, all types of things are being brought in, not necessarily for the main purposes of attacking you, but for your growth and for your learning, to show you the things that are showing you the parts of you that are yearning for integration, yearning for completion, yearning for healing, right? So once you have done that healing, then your bubble is complete, meaning things cannot come into your auric field and mess with you as much. So that gives you the opportunity to pull out things that don't belong. Plain and simple. And with that process, it's really me holding a space for you to do this work, right? And it's me training you, getting you prepared. So and this is a separate service, right? So this is $111. So you can do it at your own convenience. But after you do your soul retrieval work with me, or if you come to me and I see that your auric field is complete, but I see that you have entity attachments, I will offer you that service. And again, that's $111. And it's a 1-hour session where I prepare you for the first 15-20 minutes on what it's going to feel like and what you're being asked of, and basically set you up for success. And then one by one we go through, I scan and let you know exactly what is in your auric field and how it has affected you. So I'll say, hey, there's a reptilian energy in your throat chakra. There's a sorcerer energy in your back upper heart chakra area. You know what I mean? Those are just examples, but I literally give you exactly what to say in a script and the energy to hold, and basically I'm basically walking you through your own exorcism. Okay. So that's just an explanation of the service. I also do tarot training and my tarot reading apprenticeship business side of things, and that's 8 sessions for $888, and that's for the month. That's 2 sessions a week. This is for those that are intuitive, those that are ready for a business, for a page. You want to take your intuition and put it out there. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily guarantee success in reference to your pages or whatnot, but what I can guarantee is a very easy and a very fluid way of learning the tarot. By the end of the month, you will be an expert in tarot. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily because you know all the meanings of the cards, but it's because you understand your intuition, what your special sauce is, and how to bring that to the cards in a way that allows you to really unlock aspects of your intuition. The tarot is a very transformative tool, and it is going to continue to transform you as you use it. And the better you get at reading yourself, the better you get at reading other people. So those are all my services. I know I kind of stumbled through it a little bit, but my intention is for it to be as simple for you to understand as possible, especially when it comes to the weekly time slots. Again, those open up every Saturday morning, and they probably will close by Sunday evening. So anywhere between Saturday and Sunday is when I'm going to be receiving and confirming your bookings and receiving your payment. And that week is when you're going to receive your reading, okay? God bless everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next YouTube video.